Hey guys, thanks for joining. Let's get into the show. Hold on. Like this. Can y'all hear me? Can everybody hear me? Hold on. I don't know why this is doing this. Let's see. There we go. There we go. All right. Hi, thank you guys for coming back. This is our final video of the day. Happy Monday to you all. Let's get into the show. I see you all here. I appreciate you all for being here. I see you mods. Thank y'all for joining as well. Of course, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's jump on in. All right, first topic. Porsha will be doing an interview with Carlos King that is set to drop tomorrow, and she's sharing some things that I don't think anyone knew, including herself. Now y'all know Porsha, and I've talked about this before, where she did like a whole video where there's a whole video floating around, or a few videos where she was up like she was a missionary preaching in some church about homosexuality and women being with women, and saying that it's wrong, and saying that people are going to go to hell and they're doomed. But then she's sitting in this interview saying that since she was a little girl, that she like other, people of the opposite sex. So it's giving contradictory, if you will. Let's get into Porsha, this clip with Porsha and Carlos.
When did you know you was into women?
I always knew.
I knew at 7 I was into boys.
I'm pretty sure around that time. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna hunt you, everybody. It didn't matter, girl, boy. We just come over. How can we put these two things together? Let's bump belly buttons. And I ain't care what was below the belly button. So at that point I said, yeah, maybe so. Yeah, I'm serious. It didn't matter. It didn't. I had me a girlfriend in elementary school and everything.
You did not have a girl in elementary school, Porsha.
Yes, I did. She had blonde hair. We used to go to the tire back.
You was in an interracial relationship?
Yes, I was. Oh my God, I never said this before. But
no, okay. My first boyfriend at 7 was Alan. He was a white boy.
Really?
That's why I was laughing.
Really?
I was 7. I lived in St. Paul, Minnesota.
I was definitely at a private school, and we definitely had our favorite tire. We'd go over there and do a little smooch. Yeah, just little and just cute and whatever. But yeah, I mean, but as an adult, when you're really thinking about your sexuality, I knew that I was attracted to women. I just never envisioned it being like a true lifestyle. And I think that with what came with my last divorce came me honestly saying, what do I want for my life? Where could my heart lead me? If I were to ever be in another relationship, how can I do that as authentic as I can? What does that look like? And so as I dated Mike and as I dated Patrice, I said, you know what? I'm going to go with the energy that feels the best to me. I'm going to go where the energy and the love feels like home. And I found that with her. I just found it with her. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do just like I do any other relationship. I'm going to walk bold in this. And it ended up being like the biggest coming out story ever. But to me, it felt natural because I was doing something that was true to me. It didn't feel like, oh my God, now Porsha's dating a woman. Everybody else probably reacted to it way more than I was in the moment. I was just enjoying her. And you know me, I'm a hopeless romantic. Mm-hmm. I just want to scream from the rooftop. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody needs to know, I am with her and I am happy and it's the best thing ever. And so I think that's how I presented it.
So this interview is set to be tomorrow, the full interview. I think I will watch it just to see if there's some things that's worth talking about, newsworthy or whatever. But they said the moment has arrived. Carlos King sits down with Porsha Williams for an exclusive, intimate interview, one-on-one conversation on his YouTube channel that drops tomorrow at 12 p.m. Where she opens up about everything. So I'll check it out just to see what she shares. But I think that Porsha is lying as far as having a romantic relationship with a girl. Because I told you guys, Porsha was gung-ho about being this saved individual who was preaching about it being so wrong. Give me a second. about it being so wrong for people to be dating of the same sex. So yeah. Let's see. All right. Is this the one? Let me share a little bit of this. Hold on. So y'all can see what I'm talking about. I heard her say she's been doing that since she was a small child. Even when she was married to Cordell, Porsha was in a different mindset to where she was trying to be this, she was scared to do anything. Well, I'm not going out to the club, or I'm not doing this. Cordell wants me home. But then she's saying that when she was a very young girl, she had a girlfriend. I don't believe that at all. I think that she's saying that now to help push this narrative of this relationship that she's in now. I just think that it's total bullshit. But let's take a look.
Amen.
Well, she used to be a missionary or evangelist child. Y'all see here, evangelist Porsha Williams, honey.
I give all honor to the Lord, my Savior, Jesus Christ. Yes. Tonight I'll be speaking on God's helmet of salvation. I'll be coming from the book of Isaiah 59:17. Yes. How many of y'all know the day you put that helmet of hope of salvation on, that they won't come to you with that talk? They will no longer curse around you. They will no longer talk about you when you're not around. Because they know what you stand for. You are identifiable. Oh, it's good. Jesus. What a blessing to
Y'all see that? Shout out to Mookie and the team for that one. Let's see, it was another one. I don't want to bore y'all too much, but Porsha was doing the absolute most. Okay, here she goes right here. This is the one I wanted y'all to see. Let's get past this ad. This is her speaking on homosexuality, but then, all right, so this is her preaching on homosexuality, but then she's sitting in this interview with Carlos saying that when she was such a young girl that she was liking girls. I just don't believe it. So let's get into it. Let's make this big. Okay. Shout out to CMZ. Let's go.
God knows all. He's merciful.
Real Housewives of Atlanta star Porsha Williams. We have video of her before she was on the show. She's giving a sermon about how you need to save the gays and the lesbians from being condemned to hell.
We Christians supposed to be telling the hooker on the street, the drug dealer, the person who in the hospital are trying to commit suicide, the gays, the lesbians. We're supposed to be trying to save them and tell them you are worthy.
What? I thought she's like pro-gay now.
She is pro-gay.
So what's her true feeling?
I don't think she knows her true feeling. I think she's one of those people who just goes with what she thinks is going to work for her in the moment. And it's 3 years ago, and now she's on the show, and she's famous, and she's surrounded by all these gays. She goes to gay clubs. She promotes at gay parties. She knows her audience.
That's right. She's jumping on the gay train.
Oh my God, I want to go on.
So that was her preaching. That was her preaching. Total contradicting of what she's saying in her interview, that this is something she's always done. And I just don't believe it. But let's move along. Let's get into this next topic. Jim Jones' child is acting out in Home Depot. But I think he had right to do so because one of the employees there did not want to honor a price. Y'all know, have you guys ever been shopping and you pick up an item and it's in the wrong place under the wrong price, and you go to the counter and they ring it up and it's something else, and you say, hey, well, it was under such and such price, which was lower than the amount that they probably tried to charge you. Well, that's what happened to him, and he kind of crashed out a little bit. Let's get into it. Let's get into it because he is going off on this employee.
I'm in Lowe's. This manager decided to take upon himself to tell me what I've done wrong. So tell the people that you're mad that I found these locks for $78 because y'all put the wrong price. Y'all put the wrong price. You don't want to look at me now? You just had a lot to say. You don't have nothing to say? You're mad that I found. What's up, dog? How you feeling? They had the price under it. And we know that all stores, when you make a mistake and keep the items under the price, they have to honor it. Mm-hmm. You came over here while I was having a conversation with a nice black young lady and proceeded to say, oh, if we place our items anywhere, then that's the price, right? That's how you treat a customer at Lowe's? Are you the manager? You said you're the manager, right? So instead of de-escalating the situation, you added fuel to the fire. You didn't come over here with customer service. You came over here with bad service. Huh? Why? Because I'm a black man trying to do good things? Or what was it? Because I was talking to a black lady. Huh? You have nothing to say? I'm in Lowe's. Okay? Well, this is going right to Lowe's. Right to Lowe's. I hope that you got your job, bro. What's up, brother? How you feeling? What's up, bro? How you feeling? They trying to kick me out because they made the wrong price on their stuff. So ask them. And the guy.
So I wonder why they call the popos when he's just negotiating his price. Now, y'all know Jim Jones been having some money issues. So, of course, he want to get that price on the low. Because y'all know he got kicked out of his apartment. He got kicked out of the studio because he wasn't paying his rent. But, hey, Jim was like, look, I want to be out here doing some shopping, but I definitely want to get this low price and not the price that you guys are trying to charge me. So I get it.
Guy said, yes, it is $78.
We were refusing service.
Remember, you're going to be viral. You're going to be viral. I don't think Lowe's is going to like.
Now the guy here is saying that they're refusing service because he is challenging them on this price.
Like this. You see how they treat? You see how they treating us, Lowe's? You're going to be viral in the morning. Lowe's. This is how your manager. This is how your manager acts, Lowe's. My name is Joseph Jones. Joseph Jones.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So that way he told me. So look,
Well, you don't really have to explain nothing to them.
And then
The social media will explain it to them later. And this guy, they will know your name in seconds, bro. You're going to be so viral later for trying to cause this problem. You don't want to pay. Well, this is going right to. Did it escalate? You're supposed to be the manager. I hope you have a job for your family in the morning. Now you disappeared because you called police. For what? For what?
That was stupid to call the police. There was no reason to call the police.
yeah, but he came.
Well, right now, while we're here, can we get someone else to ring him up?
Now it's somebody else to ring him up. The manager just came out here and told me that I can't shop in here. He said I did something wrong.
Yeah, but Dave went to check the price to
The
verify.
price was wrong. We had to give it to him in honor.
Okay, that's all I need.
Oh, they're gonna be so viral tomorrow. The price is wrong. I'm right. And he made me feel like a criminal. He just can't win.
There was no reason to call the police. Exactly what they did. They went back there and they verified that the item was placed in the wrong place. So whatever the price was that the item was sitting under it, that's what they should have charged him. And that was simple. Instead of him calling the damn police, he didn't want to do his fucking job and walk back there and verify it. He wanted the easy way out of saying, oh, we're going to refuse you service and I'm calling the police. Like, why? That was stupid.
Here's the guy that was right here that just came out here and said, this is our fucking policy. This is what happens too much in America. You heard? Pardon me. And I don't like to have my phone out.
Even the police said, ring him up.
Go figure it out, bro. I'm just doing it. But shit gets spooky when police come around, especially when we're innocent.
Police said, ring him up.
Did it escalate? You're supposed to be the manager? What's allowed to do in America, my brother? Is yelling a crowd? Okay then, bro. Like, just leave me alone. You wasn't done wrong. I was.
Well, you can't tell the police that now.
My money's still up there. They take my money. All right, bet. You don't want to come outside and talk to me, bro? You don't want to come outside and say you was wrong and apologize? Maybe I won't post it. You don't want to say I apologize? You don't want to turn around? You don't want to let the people know what you did, how you wronged me? You could have de-escalated the situation as a good manager and saved face for Lowe's. I come in here every week. What happened? You keep walking away. That's bad management skills. You have no customer service skills whatsoever.
How's the police not saying something?
While being right and black in America. This shit crazy. You can figure it out, bro. I'm just doing it.
Can you just hit cancel on that, please? Or did you okay, put your number. You can just take that.
People call police on black people as if that's supposed to scare them. There's no crimes being committed. The only time people get scared if there's crimes being committed. That's what us black people need to understand. We got to stand down. These people be trying to do too much to us over nothing because they feel a type of way because we're allowed to do the things they're allowed to do. That's what America's here for. It's a free country.
You're right. You're right.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one.
See how simple that should have been? All they had to do was ring him up. So it said that the rapper, who was Jim Jones, claimed that he was shopping for a set of locks when he noticed the product appeared to be marked at $78, which he believed was lower than the actual price. Now, according to Jones, instead of simply honoring or correcting the tag, the situation escalated when a manager accused him of switching the label himself. Now, said that Jones later shared his frustration online, saying the encounter left him embarrassed and disrespected. That's why he went off. Yeah, because that is kind of like against the law to be switching tags in the store. You can't do that. So they could have ultimately got him in some type of trouble. But thankfully, police came and sided with him, and he was able to do what he needed to do and pay for his items and get out of there. So what y'all think about that? 50 Cent gonna have a field day over this. I just know it. All right, so last topic. Y'all excuse me for coughing, okay? Pardon me. Shout out to TMZ TV. Dr. Dre, rapper producer Dr. Dre seems to have moved on, you guys, with this girl named Michelle from the show The Valley on Bravo. Now, he does have a type, it seems, because his ex-wife looks eerily similar to this young woman that he is said to be stepping out and dating. Now, we haven't seen Dr. Dre with anyone since his divorce to his ex-wife, Nicole Young. Their divorce was finalized in 2021. We really haven't heard from Dr. Dre or seen him out and about with a female, but now he stepped out with this young chick here from a Bravo show called The Valley. I don't watch it. I just know that that's what they're saying she is actually on. Let's get into these pictures right quick where he's stepping out hand in hand. So they look a little cozy. Okay. Looking a little cold. She looks just like his ex-wife. I said, damn, he has a type. We're gonna look at the picture of his ex-wife here in a second, so you guys can see and compare. All right, this is Dr. Dre, who is a billionaire by way of his headphones, those high-ass headphones, those Beats. Okay, so he got him a nice little, Caucasian. She might be Latino. Okay, he loved them Latino chicks. He ain't learned from the last one. Because baby, she cleared out his bank account a little bit. Well, not clear because he is a billionaire, but he did have to pay his ex-wife a substantial amount of money. His ex-wife, Nicole Young, received an immediate, in their divorce settlement, an immediate $50 million. And then after 1 year, he had to pay her another $50 million. So she came out with $100 million from Dr. Dre. Did y'all know that? They were married 24 years. 24 years. They also had kids. Their kids are grown now. But they did finalized their divorce. She filed for divorce in 2019, and their divorce was finalized in 2021. But she stepped out of their marriage, honey, with $100 million. And I think she was trying to say that he may have stepped out on her, but they did file for irreconcilable difference. But shit, $100 million, I'll take it, right? But that is his new flame, it seems. Okay, so he done snatched him up a chick from Bravo. It seems her name is Michelle. I don't know what her last name is, but they say her name is Michelle, from the show The Valley, okay, on Bravo. So if you guys watch that show, that is Dr. Dre's new girl. All right, so let's go ahead and look at his ex-wife so you guys can see how eerily similar they look. That's his ex-wife, Nicole Young, who he was married to for 24 years, who walked away with 100 million of his dollars, okay, after she filed for divorce, right? So don't they kind of look alike? Don't they kind of look alike? You see, we got trolls. Where the trolls at? Where the trolls at? Okay, y'all, listen, just because I'm sick, honey, don't come in here on that bull, because you will get cussed out today if you trolls. So she doesn't want him. She wants his money, and that's it, and that's all. Okay. All right, trolls, if you're here, you better get out of here before you get cussed out now. We don't play that over here. Get on up out of here. All right, but what do y'all think, Dr. Dre, honey? I hope he don't wind up getting married again. I don't know why when they get in these high-profile marriages, you have to kick out that much money. Probably just date and don't get married, because when you have that much money, marriage can be very expensive, right? $100 million, I'm pretty sure he was not happy to have to pay that. But then again, she deserved it if she stayed with his ass for 24 years and dealt with him stepping out with multiple people. I'm pretty sure he's cheated on him multiple times because he's in the studio a lot and he's away a lot. So I'm pretty sure she's, doing her thing at home, but she dealt with his bullshit for 24 years. So it's fitting and proper that she was able to, come out of that with a substantial amount of money so that she can keep her lifestyle and move on with her life as well, right? So what do y'all think? Sound off on those. Thank you to all of my mods, Tiffany, Rose, and Truth. Thank you guys for modding. Thank you to all the content creators. Thank you to all the Caramellians as well in the chat as well as in the bushes. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Car Chronicles. Please keep your notifications on so you guys will not miss a live. Okay. All right, so that is it for this video. Until the next one, bye. All right, see y'all. Bye.